I am Diane Lucas, and welcome to Book 101 Review. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years. And today I have a special guest. She is the founder, CEO of Burton Consulting Group, and she is offering her new debut novel, A Journey of Love and Discovery, no other than Miss Natalie Burton.
Hello, how are you doing this morning?
Fabulous, fabulous, Miss Natalie. And as usual, can you please introduce more about yourself?
I would love to do that. So, hello, everyone. My name is Natalie Burton. I live in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. I'm sure a lot of you follow our football team. I was born and raised in a small town outside of Kansas City, about an hour and a half northeast of Kansas City, called Chillicothe, Missouri. And it was a small town. I had a wonderful childhood. I have one brother, and it was just a wonderful life. My family moved to Kansas City after I graduated from high school, and from there I went off to college in a small town to a liberal arts college called Westminster College. I studied political science. I really wanted to be a politician or a lawyer, and even did a quick internship in DC in the Bill Clinton administration. So that was really fun and exciting. From there, I went and started my career with Sprint PCS, which was headquartered in Kansas City. And I had a wonderful career there. And just decided that I was going to have children. So decided to be a stay-at-home mom. I have two amazing boys. They are both in college at University of Missouri. One is a freshman and one is a senior. I have been through a lot of transition and therapy the last 3 years, so we can dig into that a little bit more. I founded, after being a stay-at-home mom for a long time, I decided to come back into the workforce, founded the Burton Consulting Group, and started doing consulting with cell tower companies. And also ran social media for food trucks, a COVID center. So I have a interesting background. So that hopefully tells you a little bit more about me.
Yes, and thank you for your sharing to the world your talents as you're offering your debut novel, A Journey of Love and Discovery. What inspired you to become an author?
So I did a month of therapy in Jupiter, Florida. And while I was doing this was after I filed for divorce. I met a therapist down there. Her name is Liz. And she just really helped me get back on track. And I have been doing therapy with her for the last 3 years. We do it over Zoom just because obviously she's in Florida and I'm in Kansas City. And so, anyway, about a year and a half ago, she was like, you know what, Natalie, I really think you should write a book. Your story is just, she's like, it's crazy, it's fascinating, it's unbelievable. And I just think you should consider this. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Couple months went by, and then she introduced me to a publicist who's also down in the same area as Liz, and that's where the idea came about. And so last September, I signed on with my publicist, Cindy, and started writing the book. So I took a year, and that's basically all I did was write the book. I did continue to do my consulting job, but my hours were reduced because I wanted to focus on the book.
How do you develop your characters and plot lines of Journey of
Well,
Love and Discovery?
that's a great question. So I just kind of went through and outlined everything that had happened to me from starting from childhood to my first memories to current day. And I just started, writing everything down, thinking of chapter names, and just started working closely with Cindy, my publicist, on, where to take the book. We decided characters. There are some fictional, some that aren't fictional. So that'll be left up to the reader to decide what is what with that.
Mm. So, what challenges have you faced when you're writing a journey of love and discovery?
Wow, I've had a lot of challenges. Of course, as most writers would say, you get a lot of writer's block. Um, but I would find, maybe I wouldn't write for 3 to 4 days, and then all of a sudden at 9 o'clock on a Monday night, I might just like, okay, here we go. Here's the focus. And I would just pound out and maybe stay up all night. But it's challenging, but exciting. And, it gets really cold here in the winters in Kansas City. So it was just a perfect time to cozy up and be on my laptop and just pound it out.
Yes. So, what authors or books have influenced your writing?
I read a lot of obviously political books in college and after college. I have a lot of professors that really influenced me, and even a high school English teacher that really, made me interested in writing. I read a lot of Stephen King. I read a lot of beach reads. I read a lot of self-help books. I've read a lot of books about therapy, and I also read a lot of business books as well, just because I'm in the business world.
Yes. So, how do you approach research process of a journey of love and discovery?
Well, it just kind of started. Like I said, about a year and a half ago. And research wise, I mean, the book is my story. So I wouldn't say I had to do a lot of research because I was just putting on paper what my experiences have been. So yeah, I didn't have to do as much research since this is obviously it's a fiction novel, but it is loosely based on my story.
Can you share a memorable moment from your writing, a journey of love and discovery?
Yeah, I think this it was true therapy for me to write this book. Having to put it all on paper, think through it, has just been an amazing experience. And now I am actually doing the audio piece for the book, so I'm reading the whole book now, and it's just like chapters I wrote a year ago, really come back into memory, and it's like, wow, I forgot that happened. I forgot I wrote that. So it's pretty amazing.
Yes, yes, yes. Pretty amazing. A journey of love and discovery. But before we go on, Miss Natalie, I want to shout out my listeners in where? I don't know where yet. In St. Kitts and Nevis, because I'm number 7 on the Apple chart over there, number 24 in arts, number 61 in Uganda, 77 in Gambia, and 105 in Malta. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast, because this podcast is created to empower writers, authors all over the world, like Miss Natalie Burton. And of course, my listening on my Geography 101. Thank you so much in Korea, Canada, Morocco, Egypt, and Hungary. I'm featuring Norway people on my Geography 101. I derive from Geography 101, Volume 1 is Scandinavia. So please do listen, Geography 101. So, Miss Natalie, what are some themes or topics that you are passionate about exploring in your writing?
Well, I would say this book, if you want to learn more about therapy, this is a lot based on my experience with therapy. So I feel like I've had more therapy than most people, and I feel truly blessed that I was able to have a wonderful therapist. And so I would say that. I would say it's also a lot about healing and a journey to recovery. So I was a very broken person. So I've really focused the last 3 years on myself and rebuilding and getting to where I am today.
So, what will be your advice for those aspiring authors, writers out there?
I've had so many people say to me in the last like 6 months, "Oh my gosh, I want to write a book, and how do you do it?" And my advice is just, sit down and get to work, make an outline. Um, I keep a notes file in my phone, like on my app, and I'm constantly writing down thoughts, ideas, because a lot of my thoughts and ideas might pop up when I'm in the gym or on a walk. Or so I think that is a really good thing to do, is just constantly write things down. And yeah, I would just encourage anybody to do it. I mean, I am a first time author and wasn't I would say writing wasn't my specialty as a child and through high school, but I just have found it very healing this last year.
Yes, 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 people. Right, right, right. If you have the passion of writing, go for it and stop procrastinating. Share your
Right.
talents to the world, like Miss Natalie Burton. So, how do you balance writing with the other aspect of your life?
I am a very outgoing, extrovert, social person. So I feel like I did have a really good balance. In my free time, I play a lot of golf. So that is probably my biggest hobby. I also work out daily, lift weights, walk, and love to play pickleball. I have a home at Lake of the Ozarks. So I spend a lot of time down there. And just a little side note, A Journey of Love and Discovery is based in Kansas City and Lake of the Ozarks. So if you watched Ozarks on Netflix, then this will give you another little tune in to Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes,
But
for
I feel like I feel like I do have a good balance of work and fun stuff going on.
so, what are some themes or topics that you are passionate about exploring in your writing?
I would say, I know we've touched on therapy, but I would say coping mechanisms is is one. Um, I would say romance. This book has a lot of romance in it, and I am a very romantic person, so that is if you like that, I think you will enjoy my book. Also personal transformations. I think I went through a transformation, personal growth, emotional turmoil. So I think there are lots of topics that readers will be able to relate to.
Yes, so a journey of love and discovery. It will be a quartet, a series, or trilogy.
I have plans to write a sequel. Like I said, I have notes written down. I have a lot of amazing and odd experiences that have happened to me since I wrote the book. So I think that's where I'm going to focus. We left the book on a cliffhanger. So we hope that people will want to come back and read the second book. I'm also speaking with producers to make a movie or a Netflix series on the book. So I'm excited to share more about that with you when I have more details.
Yes, yes, yes. You are most welcome to come back and talk about your sequel or prequel or series of the book, Miss Natalie. But before we go on, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, Music 101, on my second season. People, already second season. And please tune
Nice.
in. Yes, please tune in for my next episode. I will be having my interview with Mr. Bishop. He's from London,
Awesome.
so please support him and listen today at 9 a.m. BST after this interview with Miss Natalie. So please do listen. Music 101. So, Miss Natalie, how would you handle feedback or criticism of your work?
Well, you know what? I've already had a little bit of that going on. So, I am thick-skinned, so I just have to learn to listen to the feedback or criticism and just try to really move forward. I had to have an emergency counseling session with Liz over the weekend because I just needed her to, was kind of the first feedback that was coming in. And she really helped me just to put things in perspective. And she was just like, you just gotta break that feeling in half and just move on and put it in the rearview mirror. I think my book will be a little controversial. So, to those reading it, especially the community that I live in, is very everybody knows everybody. So I think a little bit of that will just touch some emotions. So, but I'm ready for it. I think this week's going to be pretty interesting because everybody's receiving their copies, and I just wanted to show you the live book here. But so, people, I've got some feedback. My cousin received it and started reading it and was loving it. So I think I'm just really excited for this week. Also, this week comes out my Kindle version and hardcover.
Yes, yes, people that support Miss Natalie. So, what are some of your goals or aspirations as a writer?
I am just thrilled that this is finally out for sale on Amazon. It has been a long process. I signed on with Amazon in May, and it just took a thought. And writing a book, everything takes a little bit longer than you think. Goals, though, I don't even know what to expect on sales. I would love to sell to maybe sell a couple thousand copies. I have no idea. My sales, I'm tracking them daily. It's pretty exciting to watch. I would love for this to turn into a movie or Netflix series. I would love to write a sequel. So I think that, yeah, like those are some of my goals, and I'm really just excited to see what happens this week when people start reading it.
Yes, yes, yes. So, how do you think the publishing industry is changing, and what does what mean for authors like you?
I think it's just amazing how many publishers there are out there. We are starting to talk to a few. Yeah, it is a very changing industry, and I think it's pretty hard to get your foot in the door, and that's why I feel fortunate to have my publicist Cindy helping me with that. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a challenge, but I'm also ready to tackle it.
Yes. So, what is something you wish you had known when you are first started writing?
That is that's a great question. You know, I knew it was going to be hard. I don't think I knew how emotional it was going to be, and that's not the case for every writer because every writer's not writing a personal story. But yeah, I just there's just so many things that come to mind, but it's a lot. It takes a lot longer than you think. And but yeah, I think that I got through those challenges. So
Yes. And again, congratulations for sharing your
thank
talent to
you.
the world, Miss Natalie. And before we go on, I want to plug in my audiobooks. People, please do purchase one of my audiobooks available on Audible. Stand tall, stand together, breaking the chains of bullying. And of course, my climate change book, Earth Fever, Unraveling Climate and Our Race to Restore Balance. And of course, my book 101 review, volume 1, highly recommended. These are my 100 episodes of my first season of Book 101 review and one of my self-help book, Thread of Existence, Weaving the Tapestry of Life, and Life is Too Short, a journey of discovery, fulfillment, and joy. And Book 101 Review, Volume 3, Suggestion, and Book 101 Review, Volume 2, Selected. These are my 100 episodes of my first season of Book 101 Review. So, Miss Natalie, how do you hope your books will be remembered or appreciated by future generations?
I just hope, since this book focuses so much on therapy and recovery, that I just hope I can touch somebody's heart to, it is okay to have a therapist. It is okay to get help. It is okay to have hard days and be depressed. And mental health is a huge thing and all over the country and all over the world. So I hope I can touch somebody's heart and help their life, make it better and let them know it is okay to go through a hard time. And anxiety, I think, is another big thing that I hope that I can just help somebody get through a hard time and let them know everything's going to hopefully be okay.
Very well said, Miss Natalie. Very well said. And again, thank you so much for your debut novel. So, can you please invite our listeners to support your debut novel?
I'm sorry, what was your question again?
Can you please invite our listeners to support your debut novel?
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you everybody for who tuned in today. I greatly appreciate it. I am so excited for you to read A Journey of Love and Discovery. Please jump on Amazon, buy your copy. Please give me feedback. Send me selfies with your book on your coffee table or wherever you're reading your book, at the pool or the beach. So I'm just so excited, and I really also appreciate Daniel, you inviting me on your show. This has been amazing.
You are most welcome, welcome, and welcome to come back to promote all your books coming. So, people, let's support Miss Natalie Burton because if you support her, as I said, more books to come. So, Miss Natalie, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. And again, thank you for the support. And I will be jumping on listening to your Music 101 podcast.
Thank you.
So I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much. At 9 a.m. PST live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and TikTok. And please do tune in also for my Food 101 with Mr. Chef Alessandro, one of the best executive chef in one of the five-star hotel in downtown Toronto. Please do listen to our latest episode. We talk about, I think, my favorite food. Food. Italian food, people. So thank you so much. And Moricon, people. See you soon.
Bye, Daniel. Have a great day.
Have a great day, Miss Natalie. Looking forward for more books to come and success for all your books.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.